Class, tonight's homework is going to be a little bit different. And so tonight you're going to need some materials. You'll need your whiteboard, a whiteboard marker, your homework page, and a pencil. So at this time, pause the video so that you can go get your materials and be ready to learn. Okay, glad you're back. Let's take a moment to get situated. So if you could just put your whiteboard down and your marker down, you're going to watch my instruction first, and then I'll tell you when to pick up your materials and work on them. Okay? So at any time you can pause the video and restart it at any time. You can also rewind it to go back, and you can go back to see what I've already said. Okay? So let's take a moment to remember, what are factors? Factors are numbers that we use to multiply by to get a product, which is a bigger number. For example, if I write down 2 groups of 3, these are called the factors, which gives me a product of 6. Okay? Today we're going to be using what we call multiples. So I'm going to erase it really quick. Multiples are spelled like this. Multiples are numbers that when we multiply them by a certain number of groups, we get a bigger number. For example, let's do tens. Pause the video to get your materials ready. Press play to restart the video. Okay, I'm glad you're back. So let's count by tens. You can count with me with your voice or by using your whiteboard. Ready? Begin. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Let's think about that. We've counted to 100 by a number. What number did we count by? Do you remember? Yes, we counted by tens. Let me show you another way to show multiples. Clear your board, please. Pause the video and start it again when you're ready. Stop. I'm glad you're back. Okay, so let's start by using a skip counting. We will say that if we have one group of 10, we have 10. So remember, we kind of show skip counting with our number line. One group of 10 is 10. Let's continue. 2 groups of 10 is what? Pause your video if you needed to take time to solve it. Okay, the answer is 20. If we continue on, what are the next 3 multiples of 10? Solve it on your whiteboard, pause the video, and press play when you're ready to begin. Hey, I'm glad you're back. Okay, so what did you do to solve the next 3 multiples of 10? I hope you did this. 3 groups of 10 is 30. 10, 20, 30. 4 groups of 10 is 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. 5 groups of 10 is 50. We can go on and on until we get to 100. Now that you know what the multiples are, meaning the number of groups that is repeated over and over again, is multiplied by the same number, which is multiplied by 10. So these are the multiples of 10. I have one group of 10, which is 10, 2 groups of 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. These are all the multiples of 10, but it can continue on. At this moment, please clear your board. We're going to do some practice together. We are going to be multiplying by tens or multiples of 10, okay? So in today's lesson, you're going to watch me teach you, then you'll pause the video, and then we'll do some practice together, and then you'll have some homework problems. There will also be a password. I will say something silly in the video, which you need to write down on your paper to show Mrs. Curry that you've watched the video, okay? If you need any questions, just stop the video and ask a parent, or just stop the video and take time to solve it on your whiteboard. Okay. So let's practice drawing a picture, okay? Do you remember how to show multiplication using groups? Well, I hope so. So let's start by doing a multiplication sentence. I will say, for example, 3 groups of 4. Let's draw a picture. The first part represents 3 groups. We can represent it like this, 3 with an X groups. I'm going to draw 3 groups. The next part says of 4. What do? Put 4 inside each group. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In order to get our answer, or our product, we're going to simply add up all the equal groups. 4, 8, 12. My answer is 12. Wow, you did that. Now let's practice. Your turn. Please draw a picture to show me 5 groups of 4. Pause the video and solve. Restart it again to begin your next part of the lesson. Glad you're back. Okay, so I hope that you drew this on your board. 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. My product is 20. Did you get 20? I'm so happy you know your math facts. Have you been practicing? All right. We're ready to continue. We're going to take our product, which is 20, and I want just to show you 20. Put your board down to watch what I'm doing. If you need to pause, please pause and press play when you're ready to begin. Okay, we're going to take a look at the number 20. So 20 is a number, and we have digits. If you notice that 2 is a digit, what is the value of the 2? What is the value of the 2? What place value is that? If you said tens, you are correct. This is the tens place value. How many tens do we have in the number 20? Think. Okay, if you said we have 2 tens, you are correct. Kiss your brain. Very good. So if I have 2 tens, I would say the value of 2 tens is 20. How would I draw a picture of 2 tens? Well, if you remember back in 2nd grade or 1st grade, you used 10 sticks. So you're going to use 10 sticks. So if 2 tens is written like this with numbers, I can draw a picture to show 2 tens like this. Just do 2 sticks. 10, 20. Just that simple. Alright? We're going to move on with our lesson. And our next part of the lesson is actually going to be the part where we are actually multiplying by multiples of 10. Erase your board if it is written on. Okay, so let's do a problem together. Okay, so now you may grab your board and your marker and be ready to do what I'm doing. Okay, so please write the number 40. Here's my number 40. Does your number 40 look like that? Great. Now let's underline the tens place value. Your turn first. Pause the video and underline 10. Press play to begin again. Glad you're back. If you underline this, this is perfect. This is the tens place. How many tens are there? Pause the video to write down how many tens you have. Okay, so did you write this? 4 tens. Fantastic. 4 that is in this place value is also known as 4 tens. Do you remember how to draw that using 10 sticks? Please pause the video and draw 4 tens. Okay, did you draw it like this? 10, 20, 30, 40? If you did, awesome. This is 4 tens. Or we say 40. Pretty good. Now let's practice. I will set up half the board for me and then half the board for you. Okay, so my problem is going to be 5 tens. Your problem is going to be 3 tens. Please write the number using actual numbers, no words. For example, if I write 5 tens, I would write the number 50. Pause the video and write 3 tens. Press play to start again. Did you write 30 for 3 tens? Good job. Now we're going to represent our 5 tens and 50 using 10 sticks. For example, mine, 5 tens or 50, would be represented like this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And in this case, we're not going to cross our 5s because I want to see all 10 sticks. Because sometimes we get confused if we're counting by tens, we don't see that slash. Okay, so your turn. Please show me 3 tens or 30 using a picture. Pause the video and press play to start again. So how'd you do? If you wrote this on your board, 10, 20, 30, you are so smart. Good job. 30 is represented with this picture. Okay, erase your board, put your board down. I'm going to teach you some more. Okay, so now that your board is erased, please put it down. Have all eyes and ears watching me. We're going to practice multiplying by multiples of 10. This is exciting. So I'm going to show you the first problem. This is my side, and again your side will be here. 7 groups of 20. Before we get to your side, let me explain. 7 groups of 20. Do you remember the basic multiplication fact when we know it's groups of? What do you notice about 7 groups of 20? Did you say 7 circles? If you notice that we're going to put 7 circles, great, let's draw 7 circles. Watch me draw it. You don't draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it says of 20. Do you remember what we just did? I want to use our 10 sticks showing 2 tens or 20 in each circle. 7 groups of 20 or 7 groups of 2 tens. 7 groups of 2 tens. Got it? So we're going to do it 2 tens or 20 in each. 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20. Remember, these are 10 sticks that I'm using.